once again for today. All right, welcome once again. So today it's here in South Africa, it's Human Rights Day. We celebrate this day on the 21st of March each and every year. Now, where is this holiday coming from, right? I just want to read here quickly. The history of Human Rights Day is grounded in the Sharpeville massacre that took place on the 21st of March 1960, where apartheid police killed 69 anti-apartheid protesters. The 1960s were characterized by systematic defiance and protest against apartheid and racism across the country. So this is what was happening here in South Africa for those who were not here. But I just also want us to explain, why did they kill them here at the bottom? What happened on the 21st of March in South Africa? Human Rights Day in South Africa is historically linked with 21 March 1960 and the events of Sharpeville. On that day, 69 people died and 180 were wounded when police fired on a peaceful crowd that had gathered in protest against the pass law. So during those times, our government, the government, of the time, was segregating people. So others would have to walk around having something like your ID. At that time, it was like your pass, like your right to be here. So they will have those pass laws. So if you don't have it, you go to jail. And it was not for all citizens, it was only for Black people. So that's why today they are calling it Human Rights Day. But I think we just read this to remind ourselves of what happened. We're looking today at Human Rights Day, but we want to look forward and say, what do we see? A new South Africa, new Africa looking like? Among other things, I'm sure you can drop some of these pointers. Maybe someone will say, I am speaking a right to free education. Can you just drop them quickly, whatever you have? Because today it's a health talk, right to health, and quality medication. I think that's one of the things that can come forward. But if you have anything that you want to share, how is your South Africa, how's your Africa looking like? What right are you speaking forward into manifestation? So if you have anything, please just type it there for us so that we can then come and read it. All right, so I am passing and closing this Human Rights Day information. Now I'm sure you can see my screen once again. Yeah, I will appreciate, just type. Let's all be involved. Please, let's type something there. The right for what? So I've already said right for alternative healthcare, right for primary healthcare, because these health talks are all about preventative primary healthcare. So we see a new South Africa that focuses on preventative primary healthcare rather than the maintenance plan that we see. You see, maintenance plan, leader, right to quality and free education. There we go. So others also can share. When you look forward into a new South Africa, what are you seeing? Please just drop it in there. Now, I am now on ChatGPT. ChatGPT is our AI, artificial intelligence, and I've just asked it a question earlier on. I've asked a question that says, what is the importance of clean water for Africans? All right, so I've got a response here. It says, clean water is crucial for Africans due to its impact on health, economic development, education, and overall quality of life. Here are some key reasons why access to clean water is important. So, it already just tells us we have a right to clean water. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a right to clean water, and that's the South Africa we see. That's the people of South Africa of the of now and of the future are actually aware of the fact that they need to have clean water. Remember that clean water is not that water that comes out of your tap. The municipality water is not this one that's going to give us these benefits here that I'm just going to read right now. So health benefits, they say it prevents waterborne diseases like cholera, typhoid, and diarrhea, which are major causes of death, especially among children. Again, clean water reduces malnutrition, as frequent illnesses from dirty water weaken the immune system. So if we always are taking not so clean water, then we get to be affected in our health. Then it also has the economic impact. It saves money on medical expenses by reducing water-related diseases. So when you invest in clean water, you will stay away from doctors and clinics and all those prescriptions that they will give you together with the diagnosis. So again, it increases productivity as healthy individuals can work and contribute to the economy, because what we have is our healthy bodies so that we can be able to work. When you don't have a healthy body, what else do you have? So, and water plays an important part. And again, reduces time spent collecting water, allowing people, especially women, to engage in income-generating activities. So clean water enables us not to be going far to go fetch water, and so on and so on. So the other thing is education and gender equality, environmental sustainability, food security, and also a summary of what they have shared. So you can also get into your ChatGPT and ask the same question, and you will then learn a little bit more about the benefits of clean water. And here at Noland, we do have a solution to clean water. We once talked about that product, which is our Healthway water flask, whereby you can buy yourself that flask, and then you know that every time you pour water in there and you shake that bottle, then you drink the water, at least you are allowing yourself to stay away from the doctors. So it's important for us to have or to drink clean water always. Okay, so I'm going to be closing there as well. So the next thing for me is just to introduce to you the solution that we have, which is provided by the company called Noland. So I'm going to quickly introduce Noland to you, and then from there we'll get into the business and into the presentations, the preventative healthcare, guidelines that you can take, and as you do life each and every day, So let's just start right away. Okay, I know I have not done this. Let me do this quickly. Okay, it's Noland. It's our business. This is the company that we have decided to run with their vision. And so we are going to look at their vision now, and then so that new people here can see there are people here that are invited, that are here, that are coming here for the first time. So we are actually running with the vision of Noland. So what is it all about? Noland International Group. They are an international high-tech enterprise. So that tells you that the health products that they give us are backed by technology. So there's a lot of research that's going on, and therefore they are not those people that will just take these fruits and vegetables, use them the way they are, but they want to know if we say an apple is useful, how is it useful? Then they give us products that are made out of, for an example, an apple and all other fruits and vegetables. So it's high-tech enterprise. So they are devoted to innovation research and transformation application of high technology in the field of life science. So they are they are open. They say it's an open era of human life economy. I'm sorry for that. And so they make health, beauty, and they provide wisdom that benefits everyone. That's why it's important for us to invite others to share the information that we have here with other people so that they can also tap into the wisdom that Noland brings forward. Again, they possess scientific research platforms. They're in 4 continents. They have 400,000 distributors worldwide. And also, I'm one of them, and some of you here are also distributors of Noland. Now, let's look at who is the visionary. So the visionary is Mr. Zhou Zhongquan. He's the chairman of Noland Industrial Group. So he's the president of China Medical. And again, he is involved or a member of the Quality Management Association. He's a vice chair of Chinese Health Association. He is a top 10 innovative entrepreneur. He is in the he's a standing committee member of the Yanbian Korean Autonomous Prefecture Committee. As well, he's an expert in modern corporate marketing and management. So that is his story. And what is his vision? The vision of Noland is becoming the leading platform in the life economy era. Noland promotes the value direct selling strategy and the gold decade 100 billion strategy with the concept of Internet of Everything. So Noland is committed to achieving the corporate mission of becoming the leading platform in the life economy era and launch a new era of wisdom sharing. So we share wisdom, we share information about life, about health. When I say life, I mean life economy. So we share how can we live better? So they have that solution. And Noland has got their faith statement. So they say they are all about permanent innovation and constant surpassing. Innovation is the lifeline of an enterprise. Without such philosophy and faith, the enterprise is nothing but dead water. If a person fails to keep on self-upgrading and self-learning and learning without the spirit surpassing, the person is nothing but a dead body. So what they actually saying, they're saying, where there is no learning, there is no growth. And because there is no growth, a person is stuck. So if we are following Noland, their vision, if we are also identifying ourselves with their faith statement, then that tells you that all of us here as members and those who are still to come, it's important for us to be self-upgrading, self-learning, and understand that without learning, really, you are not growing. They value love and humility. And when they talk about love, they talk about integrity, kindness, sincerity, dedication. They say love is wonderful because life is wonderful because of love, of which is true. We love one another, we call one another, we share with one another all the good that is available to improve the quality of our life, so that we don't get to die early only because we did not drink clean water, such things. So we need to be, living through love and allow love to operate through our lives. And then humility as well. They say is reverence, tolerance, studying, transcendence, broadening the horizon of our lives. I always say when I read here that, when you come to Noland, you really, really must be that person who love life. So if you love life, and Noland also comes in to come and help you have the quality of life. So they also have a business philosophy, where we say we comply with the rules of business and respect business morality. We don't just do business of cheating and robbing. We keep the standard that Noland has laid before us. So they have the disciplines here. They say here at Noland, there's no corruption. We refuse to cover-ups and connivance, no secrets, disclosures, refusal to making up stories, no malpractice, no slandering, no fraud, no waste. This is the disciplines that govern this business. So when we come in here, if we have these things, they must go. Because now you're gonna be the only person who is not aligned to the vision of the company. So when we are here, and those that are still to come, this is what we'll be aligning ourselves with. All right. So let me run quickly and say to you, Noland has a product centers in the whole of almost all kind of like provinces in China, and also they have a global headquarters in New York, Broadway, New York, United States of America. And they have hospitals of their own. These are cosmetology hospitals that are based in China. The ones that we see here, they are 8 in number. So people go there and they use their products. I mean, they call these hospitals. So people will stay over there and be treated there with their products that are coming from their medical healthcare centers, products that they have researched, products that have been researched by their partners. They have partners, as you can see here, universities and research institutes are their partners. So they as they innovate, they also take their products into laboratories where they get to be tested by recognized bodies, and that are making difference in research. So when you use Noland Health products, you're not just using a product, that somebody just took fruits or vegetables from the farm and then bottled them. No, these ones have been researched, and then we use them because we know that they have passed through so many laws and regulations and all sorts of medical stipulations. And again, Noland has a training college because they believe in continuity in terms of studying. Now they have training colleges as well. They have institution partners, and also they've categorized their products into 4. We'll touch on this one as well when we talk about their products. So that is all from me, as I have just introduced Noland to you just now. And now we want to get into the real deal, which is the products, the preventative primary healthcare products, things that you can just start doing today, right now, and start to improve your health. Like we've mentioned, water. Make sure that you drink clean water. If you say, where can I get clean water? Talk to the person who invited you. Will share with you the flask we have. That's the flask we are using, and it has all the benefits. It opens the blood vessels. It helps people with the blood pressure. It improves their health. Those that don't have it, it helps them prevent it. So this is the kind of information that we want to share. That's why we say, why wait for health problems when you can prevent them? Just lock yourself into people that are talking health so that you can also learn and grow. All right. So today I just want to once again introduce my products presenter tonight. Once again, leader Lily, exceptional leader, our global presenter, dedicated, knowledgeable young lady. We are blessed to have her here in South Africa. Really, you are just going to hear when she starts talking that men, we do have talent here at Mzansi, and we have these young people that are making difference in lives of other young people and also in the lives of us, the not normal young people, right? Okay, so I want to call upon Leader Lele and say, the mic is yours, Leader Lele. Can we please just, are we happy that we're just going to be getting now the presentation from Leader Lele? Can we just receive Leader Lele? Today is a holiday, ladies and gentlemen. Can we just say one or fire or something? Welcome, welcome. If we were in an open, like on a hall, a face-to-face venue, we were going to clap hands for her, right? When she steps up. So can we just welcome her and say, welcome, 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 Leader Lele. All right, Leader Lele, come on, people. Let's welcome Leader Lele on the podium. Thank you, Coach Noma. Let them come. Let's just welcome. Let's welcome Leader Lele. It's important to welcome one another because we're sharing this information, and she has a lot of this information that's going to be so helpful to all of us. Thank you so much, Leader Lele. Over to you.
Thank you so much, Leader Keketso. I honestly appreciate that. It's a great pleasure, a great opportunity for me to be here. I always say that it's not by my might or, my smartness, but it's through God's wisdom. So thank you so much for the warm welcome. Good evening, leaders. I am Lele Twabalamtetwa from Noland Industrial Group. A warm welcome to our prospects, our Noland leaders, and also our top leaders. So I believe that everybody that is joining us tonight is eager to learn. As kushiwo ngesiZulu ukuthi imfundo ayikhulelwa. One can never be too old to learn, as we learn on a daily basis in this business. So, I'm grateful that you touched on about the dangers of drinking tap water, consuming tap water. We're meant to believe that drinking tap water is healthy because, it nourishes our bodies, it quench the thirst. But honestly speaking, that's the most deadliest thing we can do to our bodies. So as Leader Kekeso has mentioned, tap water comes with a whole lot of dangers. It's cleaned with the chlorine, it's cleaned with all these sodium fluorides that are not wanted in our bodies, that are harmful. So in Noland, we've welcomed a beautiful flask that is not just a cup, but it's a cup with benefits. It gives you alkaline mzimbeni and balances your whole immune system and flushes out toxins. So today, before I start, I'd just like to say, Guti, I will be speaking and presenting in English, and I believe that because it is not our mother tongue and it is Human Rights Day, it's mostly important to also add in with other languages as well. So ke tla lahlela Sotho mo le mo, ngishaye Zulu Makeba, so that everybody understands and we are all on the same page. So now, as we know that Noland is a multi-level marketing company, it balances both health and wealth. Now, this is a company that products that lines with detoxifying, regenerating, reinvigorating, nourishing, beautifying, and products that we can use on a daily basis. Okay, so if you're here thinking, I'm healthy, I probably don't need these products, stick with us and you'll know that by the end of the presentation, you are the most person that needs these products. So today we'll just be dealing with 3 products out of a handful of products that we have, which is the sea buckthorn, the shoe insoles, and the Noland mouth freshener, which is also known as the antibacterial mouth spray. So now, can we just move over to the next slide, my leader? So we are able to dive into it. So this is a Healthway series product, which is the sea buckthorn and also known as the proplasmic juice. Okay. So now what is sea buckthorn? Sea buckthorn is a plant, specifically known as a shrub or a small tree. Okay. This is a plant that is rich in vitamins, antioxidants, fatty acids, and the juice itself is known for potential health benefits, such as supporting your cardiovascular health, boosting your immune system, and improving your skin health. Now, this is a plant that has been on this planet for over 2 million years. Okay, it's the oldest living plant on earth. Now imagine if into sipho uNkulunkulu, surely he brought it here so that everybody can use it and get the benefits from this natural plant. So now a sea buckthorn is also known to generally grow in sunny mountains, dry valleys, dry rivers and beds, because of the temperature in the area is usually 800 to 3.6 meters above sea level. So it's not just any plant that grows anywhere, esingayithola maybe ehlathini. No. And it's also good because it's part of the traditional Chinese medicine. Now, if we know that we've lived a long time, we should know that these things are sources or natural resources rather that do not emit any harmful or any side effects to the body. So instead of not giving you any side effects, what are the benefits of this wonderful sea buckthorn? Now, before I go into the wonders of the sea buckthorn, the botanical name for the sea buckthorn is Hippophae rhymonoides. Okay, so that's the botanical name. But for Tina, we just call it a sea buckthorn because it's also easier to remember. This is a very powerhouse that includes nutrients such as vitamin A, vitamin C, vitamin E, and EB complex. It also has fatty acids as omega 3, 6, 9, and 7. Now, because this fruit, the leaves contain natural rich ingredients and provide basically a base for medicine and the food industry. It is edible and it's a resource for also medicinal uses, making sure that the benefits are include cardiovascular health, meaning that omega-7 and fatty acids of the sea buckthorns are rare and they help you to lower your cholesterol. It helps to reduce inflammation and improve your overall cardiac function. So for people that suffer ngesifo senhliziyo, bahlale banenkinga yama-palpitation, inhliziyo ishaya kakhulu ungazathi izophuma, this will also be beneficial for you as well. It also helps to boost and support your immune system, meaning hore masole a mmele a kenela mo mmeleng a tise masole, making sure hore ha ona malwetse a fapafapaneng a ka qala a lematse mmele wa hao. Okay, and then it also helps for your skin health as well. So what does it do? Because it's rich in antioxidants, the sea buckthorn helps to protect your skin from damages of free radicals. So people that are exposed to direct sunlight, people that are exposed to direct radiation where it's emitted from our TVs, our cell phones, our laptops, even the electricity that we use endling, it's full of positive ions, and then yangena idleni the negative ions that are within our bodies. So now the sea buckthorn will make sure that it aligns your body and help maintain all the ions that are good for your body so that you don't have any issues. Now, this sea buckthorn does not consist of any sugar. It does not have flavor. It does not have any additives, meaning that it is just the pure juice, sea buckthorn, and a drop of water. Now, what does this um, juice consist of? It has about 15 kinds of natural vitamins, including your amino acids, which we know would see the building blocks for our bodies. It also works as parts of a protein and trace elements. It also works to do what? To improve our digestive system, regulate our immune system, and also our cardiovascular system, as I've explained. Now, this is the biggest one that I appreciate about this product. Our gastrointestinal system is regulated and all the functions. Now, when we go back to gastrointestinal function, what exactly are we talking about? For those of you that know, we've got a product that is called a GI Vital Capsule. Now, that GI Vital Capsule works well to what? To restore, repair, and rejuvenate each and every cell in the human body. Now, what are your gastrointestinal organs? It's your mouth, mulomo, umlomo lo enkhuluma ngawo, umphimbo, our esophagus, our small and large intestine, our stomach, and our rectum, just to name a few. So now, just because this juice is able to regulate that system, what does it mean? It means that it goes in, just by you drinking it, it restores all your gastrointestinal organs, making sure that they function in a high effective manner without any issues. So people that suffer from acid reflux, sabo heartburn, this is a juice for you. People that suffer from bloating, every time you drink you drink all these anti-acid medications, this is the juice for you. Okay. And then it also helps with other functions as well that I will mention. So now, can we just move to the, thank you so much, my leader. So the main benefits of this juice, it enhances your immunity, making sure that it's suitable for people that are lifeless and people that are easily to catch colds, meaning that their immune system is not intact. Picky eaters, if you find that you don't enjoy all types of food, it's not necessarily because you don't have a refined palate, but it's simply because okunye ukudla, they start to disrupt your digestive system. People that suffer with loss of appetite, whereby you are hungry but you don't know what to eat, and liteng ha o ja dijo ha di kene hantle, you just don't have appetite at all. And people that are easily fatigued. So if you suffer from chronic fatigue or just minor fatigue, this is for you. Udula o kgathetse, uhlala ukhathele, awunamandla, this juice will help to boost your immunity. And then it also works to prevent respiratory diseases. Batho ba di-TB, abantu be-asthma, because we should understand ukuthi i-asthma ha iqali mo dinkong. It basically stems from your lungs. If your lungs are not functioning well because they're overloaded with phlegm and fluids, this is the correct product for you to use. People that suffer with chronic bronchitis, asthma, as I mentioned, coughs, and other diseases that have to do with your respiratory system, this will be so beneficial. As I explained, it improves your digestive system in the stomach, making sure that if you suffer from sub-health conditions such as constipation and issues with your nutrients, maybe you don't get enough nutrients from the food that you get, the foods that you consume, this will also be beneficial. As I have mentioned, again, we go back to what? Protecting your mucosa. It protects your gastric mucosa, which is the lining of your gastrointestinal organs. The more we consume spicy foods, foods that are high in fats, foods that are high in alcohol, so to say, which are high in acidity levels, they start to disrupt our mucosa, which is the lining of our systems. And then we start having issues like peptic ulcers and gastric ulcers. So this is so beneficial for you. So as you've heard, I've mentioned, it is a juice with benefits as well. And I believe that nobody wants to age. And I think, my leader, if I can just open up the mics, everybody will say, "Wuti, abekho umuntu ofuna ukuguga," just by the show of hands in the chat below. Is there anybody that wants to age? Kopale phamiseng matsoho. If o batla ho tsofala. Now, this is where this juice comes in place. Anti-oxidation and anti-aging. It makes sure that it starts to suppress and removes the issues of premature aging. Isn't that wonderful? So it has the ability to iron you from the inside out. Reason being, it's capable of capturing all the free radicals that are emitted from outside so that they don't affect our bodies and our immune systems. Because it's high in vitamin E and vitamin C, it helps by producing collagen production in our skins, making sure that it synthesizes the collagen to help maintain your skin's elasticity. So when we talk about your skin's elasticity, we basically mean iraba band yomzimba wakho. We know that our skin is our largest organ, meaning that everything that happens internally shows onto our skin. If you don't eat healthy, you will start having issues with pigmentation, you start having issues with pimples and eclausma. Okay, now I will just talk about eclausma towards the end. So now, what does this sea buckthorn juice do? It goes in, it irons you from the inside out, making sure that people that suffer from wrinkles, abantu abashwabanayo, so to say loosely, people that suffer from crow's feet, frown lines, pigmentation issues, even melasma. It goes in and deals with all those issues by plumping vitamin E, plumping vitamin C, and also boosting collagen production. The more we age, the collagen production starts to lower in our bodies. Now, the minute it starts to drop, and then we don't make enough collagen, and then that is where we start having all these wrinkles and frown lines. Okay, so in order for us to take care of our skin from the inside out is first by taking care of our gut, which is what the juice does mainly. And then it also has whitening properties. Hey, leskan shapamo. Now, when we talk about skin whitening or whitening of the skin, we're not talking about skin bleaching. We're mainly talking about brightening your complexion. Okay, so you will not be 5 shades lighter than what you are. However, you would glow and your skin problems and impurities will go away. So, because as I mentioned, that sea buckthorn is rich in vitamin C, it also has the whitening agent, which is good in human skin. Okay. Now, this is good because it helps again with abnormal pigmentation, as I've mentioned. Now, what is abnormal pigmentation? If I go out and get sunburnt, yes, I might have a bit of melanin accelerated, better I become darker. But eventually that goes away if I start taking care of my skin and I use a sunscreen. Now we're talking about skin issues that start from the inside. This might be issues of gut, as we know the saying that we are what we eat. If you don't eat healthy, if you don't drink enough water, you don't exercise, your skin starts to show all the issues that are happening internally. So now when we talk about whitening, we talk about brightening, as I've mentioned. So it will give you a glow, a glowing complexion. It will give you radiant skin. It will give you a skin without signs of premature aging. And then this is the biggest one that I love. It removes eclausma. Now, when we talk about eclausma, so to say, re bua ka amashubaba. Now, amashubaba aitu, ne? The plasma that we know of mainly Maseaband, especially as South Africans, is the one that is man-made, if I can just say that myself. Now, the one that is man-made is the one that we go, so to say hypothetically, to the shops, purchase a certain skin product that is meant to help with skin problems, okay? Now, because it has glutathione and other skin bleaching ingredients, you will start getting lighter. However, the minute you stop, your skin will become darker and you will start having issues with melasma, with hyperpigmentation, and probably unwanted pimples. Okay. And then there's one eclausma that we get from direct exposure to the sun, chemicals, and caused by stress. So what happens is that mycoswa stress, the blood between your dermis and your epidermis dies down, and then it shows onto the layers of your skin. Now, this is the plasma that cannot be removed by applying topical creams because the issue is internal. The only way to remove plasma layer is to use Buckthorne, which is a property that will help break down that buildup of dead blood cells and skin cells by removing all the unwanted pigmentation. Now, how does it do it? Because it's rich in vitamin E and carotene that we also find with beta carotene supplements that we have through our Healthway products. This is very beneficial. And it also works because it's got unsaturated fatty acids, making sure that it goes into the layers of your skin, removes the inflammation, and helps you with healing from the inside out. By doing that, it also promotes ulcer healing and is also good because it treats eclausma and other skin conditions as well. So when we talk about chronic skin ulcers, people that even have islonda somkhuhlane, a foot ulcer that is irritated or brought up by insulin that is not balanced in the pancreas, this would also be beneficial for you. So now, moving right along, we know that because it helps with all of this, the biggest one is that it helps to maintain and lower your blood and sugar levels in your body. Okay. Now, what it also does is that it improves your blood circulation, and then it also protects the liver. Now, when we talk about the liver, I get excited because it was one of the biggest topics, or the main topic rather, that was had in the Zoom we had last night. Our Ugandan leader, Blue Diamond, Mr. Edison, was mentioning that the liver is responsible for filtering toxins out of our bodies alongside our kidneys. Now, the minute we start having issues with the fatty liver, what happens is that all these toxins, they pile up in our liver, and then our liver is not able to do what it's supposed to do, which is excreting toxins from our body. Now, the minute that happens, then we start having issues with our enlarged liver. We start having liver cirrhosis. We start having hepatitis A, B, and C. So now, how do you know that you've got liver issues? Simple things as the change of your skin tone. You start having a yellowish skin tone, you start having yellowish eyes, to show that now bile is not regulated the way it's supposed to be, and then it shows where on the surface of your skin. People that have dark urine with a very pungent smell, it's also a sign of liver damage. People that consume a lot of alcohol. Now, alcohol contains a whole lot of acidity levels in it, making sure that because it's metabolized in the liver, iliver iyaqala iyalimala, and so do your kidneys. Now, the minute it does that, the biggest sign which you've got issues with your liver and your kidney, your complexion starts to change. You become darker than you usually are. You suffer from lower back pain, and then you have problems with urination. Sometimes you find that your urine is stained, or it has a stench of blood. So this will go in and help to boost your liver. Your liver, it will boost the islets and make sure that your liver cells are repaired from the inside out. And then it also works as a cancer prevention juice. So because it contains all these good enzymes, what it does is that it synthesizes in the body and removes all cancerous cells in your body, meaning that it also builds your immune system. Now, you will hear this word immune system, or this term, used throughout all our products. It's because each and every product here in Noland, it first boosts your immune system and then deals with the problem that you have at hand. It's also good for therapeutic effects such as burns and people that suffer from frostbite and knife wounds and so on, meaning that it accelerates the healing process in your body. There are people that usually get hurt, but you find that it's very hard for them ukuthi baphole ngesipidi. So this will accelerate ama-healing emzimbeni wama-wounds. Oh, that is a mouthful. So as you see, this is a Buckthorne. It comes in bottles. I believe there is about 6 bottles in each pack. And I've used it, and it helped me a lot in energy. It helped to boost my immune system and also to give me that glowing complexion. For those that know me, you know that I'm very dark skinned, and it did not whatsoever whiten my complexion. However, it did brighten my complexion. So moving right along, we will then move over to our next product, which is the food relief Insole. Now, you might be sitting there thinking to yourself, you suffer from lower back pain, you suffer from leg fatigue, painful knees. Every time you sit, when it's time for you to stand, you either shake or it's really hard because your body does not have the ability to hold up your skeletal muscle. So now this is where Inoland introduces the shoe insole. Now, this is a shoe insole with benefits. If we all look at our shoes, and especially your closed sneakers and your closed shoes, you will find that it has AMA insole. However, the main reason or the main benefit for those insoles is mainly for cushioning, so that you are able to wear your shoes with ease without having any issues as the pain and the pressure. So now, because Noland has introduced this nourishing health shoe insole, it works with traditional medicine and the infrared to unblock all your body's meridians. For people that know spiritually and biblically, we always say, Wuti, our life is in our hands. That is correct. However, when it comes to medically, our life is situated under our feet. That is why ka Sesotho ba re bolwetse bo kena ka maoto, bo tswa ka maoto, because the largest pores that are found in the human body is right under our feet. Now, the biggest acupuncture points again are under our feet. That is why Chinese traditional medicine is able to treat your heart just by pressing a certain point on your um, left thumb. Okay, they're able to treat liver disease by pressing a certain place or acupuncture point on your left or right foot. So now, what are these insoles and what do they do? They work by softening your blood vessels, meaning that it increases your vascular elasticity and reduces the risk of vessel rupture. It also works to strengthen your heart function, making sure Wuti it protects your brain. How does it do that? By simply decreasing the heartbeat, as I stated, and also reduces the mitochondrial infection. That's supposed to be infection. Apologies for that. And then it works to strengthen your bone by relieving tension, stress, and to strengthen your bones and your muscles. Now, when we talk about strengthening your bones, it works throughout your bones because it's a foot insole that you can remove anytime depending on the shoes that you're wearing. When I was using the insoles the first time, because I was so fatigued by traveling and doing presentations in different places, I would use them and put them in my socks and sleep with them throughout the whole night. That is also not advisable. However, depending on the condition that you might have, because kaofela ra tseba what's happening internally, you might find that that can also work for you, especially for stroke victims and stroke patients. That will be a way to accelerate healing in your body. So now, when we talk about relieving tension, tension causes stress. And the minute we become stressed, be it finances or medical issues or whichever issues that we might be dealing with. If stress impacts our bodies because it starts eating up the positive ions and gives off it starts eating off the negative ions and gives off positive ions. It strengthens your bones, making sure that you don't suffer from bone weakening, which in the long process causes osteoporosis. And then it also works by strengthening your muscles as well. People that exercise, people that are not even physically fit, this will be beneficial for you. It also enhances circulation in the body, meaning that it accelerates your blood circulation to prevent cardiovascular disease and issues with the heart. So when we talk about cardiovascular disease, as I mentioned, people that have issues with palpitation in the long run, a short breath, people that are prone to strokes because of blocked arteries, be it high cholesterol or any issues, epilepsy, that is also beneficial. So, what are the key benefits of these foot insoles? As I mentioned, it eliminates fatigue and relieves stress, meaning ukuthi o tla dula o na le matla, o ka se dule o kgathetse, o batla ho robala letsatsi kaofela. It helps to promote and regulate the nervous system, therefore improving your sleep quality. Abantu abahlale baqwasha ebusuku uthola ukuthi kabo 12 o'clock, people are fast asleep, dreaming about all the goodness that life has to offer, and you are up thinking about all the stresses that life offers. These foot soles will be good for you. You will sleep like a baby, wake up in the morning feeling refreshed, ready to take on life, and doing in Noland like it's never been done before. It works to prevent hypertension, as I mentioned. By doing that, it helps to regulate the nervous system and your endocrine system, making sure that it balances your blood pressure. Batho ba BP, ba di high, le ka se fufulelwe, you are in good hands because these insoles will balance those highs. And then it will also help to relieve the arthritis. This is also one of the biggest killers globally because people suffer from arthritis and they don't have a solution. Well, Noland came up with a solution, making sure that you don't suffer from arthritis. Now, the minute we think of arthritis, the first thing that comes to mind, ke bolwetse ba masapo, isifo samathambo. But they forget to tell us that arthritis is not really an issue with your bones, so to say, or your skeletal muscle, but actually the connective tissue that is found within your bone, which is cartilage. So throughout our joints, we've got this rubbery substance, which is called cartilage, does not consist of any blood vessels. Therefore, the minute it starts getting inflamed, it cracks up and then iyaqala iyadleka. By doing that, what happens is that our bones start grinding against each other, causing inflammation, and then the pressure starts increasing inflammation on our joints. That is when we say ukuthi umuntu nani une arthritis. So these foot soles, just by putting them in your shoes and making sure that you're wearing them throughout the day, walking to the shop, walking around the house, getting on with your business as usual, it's an insole with health benefits. It also works to strengthen your blood circulation. So these are all health benefits that are really good, and I believe that everyone needs these insoles. Even if you can say that you are 100% healthy, closed and open inverted commas, akekho umuntu 100% healthy. Every second, our cells, they multiply and they start they start to multiply, and whether it's cancerous cells or good cells, they multiply trillions and trillions of cells every second. Therefore, no one can say that they are healthy because you do not know what is happening internally. The only time you can know what's happening with your internal organs, your veins, your systems, is when you use the Nolan scanning 3D machine. That is when you can say that I'm healthy because you've seen the reports and you know exactly what's happening within your body. It also works to activate the nerve end of your legs, making sure that it connects your lower and upper nervous system. By doing that, it improves hypoglycemia, which regulates the endocrine system. Now, when we talk about the endocrine system, it's also a system that is within our bodies that work to balance ushukela emzimbeni. It helps to promote the recovery of your pancreas and the islets by controlling your blood glucose. People that are diabetic, be it type 1 or type 2, even if it's gestational diabetes, where you've been diagnosed with the diabetes because it's induced by pregnancy, these will be beneficial for you. Now, we know that insulin is metabolized in our pancreas, making sure that if that insulin is not balanced in our pancreas, then our sugar levels, our glucose levels start being elevated. Now, these insoles will go in to balance your glucose in the system. It also works to enhance your skin metabolism and it decomposes your body fat. If I could ask everybody, Guti, bashaye izandla, bashape matsoho, give it a round of applause, because if it's able to decompose your body fats, it means that all the unwanted fats in your body, they will go out of the air sockets and will be excreted out of your bodies. Now, with that being said, I'm not promoting this product as a weight loss supplement. No, it will help to regulate the fat and decompose. However, you cannot solely say that you will 100% benefit for weight loss when it comes to these pads. So now, research has been done with the attention span yomuntu is about 15 to 20 minutes. After that, it's just information overload. So whatever happens after the 20 to 25 minutes, everything just goes out the window. But I believe, Guti, we're all consuming EFDA peptide, which is the micromolecule oligopeptide, and we are also consuming beta carotene, and we are consuming GI Vital capsule, making sure that our attention span is always intact. So enolandi akunamuntu olalayo, enoland akunamuntu okhathalayo. And then we've got this wonderful product, our antibacterial peptide oral spray. Ooh, what a long word. For those of you that feel like that is long, you can just call it your Noland mouth freshener. Now, we do know of people, one or two people in our lifetimes that suffer from bad breath. And it's very hard for you to tell somebody that, you've got issues, because people are so sensitive these days, and manner of approach is also important. So now, Enoland, we say that you don't even have to deal with those issues alone. Just gift them with this antibacterial peptide oral spray, and the rest is history. Now, what is this product and what does it do, and what certification does it have? Now, this is a product that is patent international recognized, meaning that it has certificates from the United States, China, Russia, Germany, France, the United Kingdom, and other countries as a whole, meaning that it is recognized globally by the health authorities. This is not a product that is manufactured at some aunt's backyard, whereby you don't know if you consume it, what will happen to you tomorrow. This is 100% organic and 100% natural. Now, with one spray, let me just look for it here. I don't know if you'll hear it. Just like that. With one spray, it eliminates 99.9% of oral bacteria. Now, with the oral bacteria, it's patent anti-micromolecule peptide can target and destroy all sources of viruses in the nucleus of the bacterial cells, meaning that 99.9% of the bacteria that are present in your mouth will completely go away, making sure that it promotes and protects overall oral health. Now, this is a spray that does not only work at a 30 degrees angle or 180, it works throughout 360 degrees, meaning that it's able to coat your entire mouth, your tongue, and your teeth, making sure that it removes that 7,000 of bacteria that is active in your mouth. Research has been done that every individual, when they wake up in the morning, they have about 7,000 of active bacteria in the mouth. Now, you might think that's a whole lot of bacteria. That is true. That is why, Bati, the minute Utu saying you pray, talk to your creator, thank him for giving you another day to change your life, and then you hit the bathroom, you brush your teeth. Why do we need to do that? So that we can eliminate all the 7,000 active bacteria in our mouth. There are people that we know that don't do that. They actually live life reverse. So what they do is they first go to the kitchen, they eat whatever KFC is or SL, and then they end up brushing the teeth after eating. So what happens is that the minute you digest any food in your body, what happens is that you chew, it becomes chime, you swallow. Instead of you getting all the vitamins, the nutrients, and the energy that you're supposed to be getting from the food that you're consuming, you end up putting toxins into your system. And then it goes to your largest organ that is high in acidity levels, which is your stomach. They say it's a buildup of toxins. That is why people suffer from halitosis, ukunuka komlomo, that starts from the gut and not necessarily from your mouth. This means that even if you can brush your teeth every day and floss and use the mouth freshener, if you don't deal with your gut, it's basically useless. There are people that chew gum because they want to run away from regularly brushing their teeth and regularly flossing. So what happens is that the gut becomes a breeding area for all these bacteria. And then you start talking, and that's where the odor comes from, which is the stomach directly. So now, what is the benefit of this antibacterial mouth freshener? It offers several benefits, which is oral health, including preventing bad breath, as I stated. Now, it makes sure that it keeps and neutralizes odor, which causes bacteria, resulting in fresh breath. It reduces bacterial growth, making sure that the ingredients that are within the spray, they work by killing all the harmful bacteria in the mouth, making sure that it prevents infection, it prevents plaque buildup, and gum disease. People end up having issues with sensitivity of gums namazinyo because of nerves that have been exposed. This is sometimes due to the foods that we eat, diet, or lifestyle. Abanye they smoke, abanye they drink, and then it starts affecting our mouth as a whole and our oral hygiene. It promotes again oral hygiene by reducing harmful bacteria in the mouth, making sure that it complements being the highlighted words, regular brushing and flossing, improving your overall health. Now, when we talk about regular brushing, we talk about you using the Noland herbal toothpaste in the morning and the Noland probiotic toothpaste at night, and brushing in between and flossing as well, making sure ukuthi umlomo uhlale uclean, so that by the time you use this mouth freshener, it works hand in hand with you brushing your teeth and with you flossing. It also works to fight plaque formation, making sure that antibacterial mouth fresheners prevent the formation of plaque, which is a sticky film which is found on your tongue and in between your mouth. So now this goes for people that have issues with their guts as well. You find that no matter how much you brush your teeth, how hard you scrub your tongue, that film doesn't go away. We find Guti that white coating stays, and that's the main thing that causes a bad breath, because now it becomes a breeding ground for all the bacteria. So we make sure that our tongue is clean, even if it means that you use a tongue scraper maybe once a week or twice a week just to remove that gunk from your tongue. It's also beneficial, because what you don't clean in your mouth, it goes back into your system, meaning that the gut health is not in check. Now, as we can see that this mouth freshener is very small, meaning that it's convenient and very portable. You can carry it everywhere you go. After presentations, before presentation, just spritz some in your mouth, making sure that it promotes good and clean breath the entire day. It's also good because you can use it after a long day and in between meals, since you can't be brushing your teeth after each and every meal that you have when you're away from home. So I believe that everyone needs this. Even school kids can have in their pockets, in their bags. It's good as well, because if your mouth is clean, it gives you confidence to speak without having any issues as umlomo onganuki kamnandi. So thank you once again for your time and for joining us on the Zoom. I believe that everybody that is here has gained an insight of the products that we have in Noland. And again, they will get more on the compensation plan that is about to follow. So please join us again next week, Friday, same time, same Zoom link. Whoever shared the link with you, please use it and share it with others, because sharing is caring. As we know, sihambisa uthando lesenzo. So in order for you to show love, you need to do it. Thank you, Leader Kekezo, for this platform, the privilege. It's been an honor. And for everybody that's on the platform, please just drop in your suggestions, any comments, any questions on the chat below, and we'll gladly answer that after the presentation. I thank you so much.
Wow, 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 wow. Thank you so, so much, Leader Lele. That was so powerful. Thank you for a detailed presentation. You know, when you were talking about that sea buckthorn juice, there's a place there where it says it helps with respiratory diseases. And if you remember when we started these presentations, we checked as to what is it that actually kills us here in South Africa and Africa at large. And then they said number one killer is tuberculosis, which is respiratory diseases. So, and if it's number one killer, then that tells us that in every home, there's someone there who has asthma or has TB or has had TB before, and so on and so on. And I can testify myself, I once had TB some time back. And, you know, when you don't have anything, you just have to go through that 6 months of tablets that you get at the clinic. So you have just given us that, you know, alternative to say you can take sea buckthorn as a preventative measure, you know, and it covers quite a lot of number of things. The shoe sole, men, BP, diabetic people, muscle, and all of that. Now with this one bacteria, you know, most people have issues with their teeth, the plaque, you know, and so if really this spray is so helpful, I think we all got it. We all need this, as you say. All of us need these products, and thank you so much for this wonderful, powerful presentation that we have just rendered just now. Okay, so it's 2041. We're actually left with 4 minutes. So I'll just quickly want to see if there are any questions here before we get into the other. It says, I've just been diagnosed with acid reflux as a causal factor to the persistent cough. Any advice? Okay. Thank you so much, Dr. Lee. All right. Okay, this is Dr. Lele. Thank you so much. Knowledge enrichment. Leader Nhlanhla there. And we says, thanks, my leader. Please send me the recorded meeting. I'm sorry I had issues with my network at the beginning. Thank you, leader, for the informative meeting. All right. So leader Blessing will just contact the person invited you here to get the recording. No problem. All right, can you respond to this one where a person has been diagnosed with acid reflux? I'm sure it's not even an advice, we just share information. Yeah, then a person can use that information. All right, so can you tackle this one, Leader Lele?
Yes, my leader. Thank you so much for the question, Leader Norma, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, Coach Norma. So for acid reflux, we usually advise on the GI Vital Soft Gel capsule. Reason being, it treats and supports your gastrointestinal health as a whole, meaning that people that have issues with ulcer, which is where acid reflux stems from, it will go in and coat your gastrointestinal organs and make sure that it removes any peptic or gastric ulcers at the point. So I know that with acid reflux, it's triggered by foods as bilayo masses moshega, meaning your tomatoes, your carrots, your cabbages. So I would also advise that they check the diet and just make changes on the diet and the lifestyle, exercise more, drink lots of water, and cut down on carbonated drinks. However, EGI Vital Soft Gel is number one. So instead of drinking it with water, they will just place about 5 under ilimi and then it will dissolve because it's a soft gel. By doing that, it will work from their stomach going up, meaning that it will work with your upper respiratory system. So by doing that, it targets and combats any issues that have to do with acid reflux.
Okay. All right, I see here there's a follow-up. She says the doctor advised her to do gastroscopy.
Yes. So, with people that are not aware of a gastroscopy, what it is, it's also known as the G scope, where they take a small camera and insert it into your mouth so they see exactly what's happening within your gastrointestinal organs. So, they can also do that. And probably when they do that exam, they will find that umuntu wakhona has peptic or gastric ulcers. So, as I stated, each GI vital capsule will be the main product that is recommended for them. But I do advise that they do the G scope so that they can see if they do have any ulcers, which might be the reason why they keep on having issues with the acid reflux.
Awesome, awesome. Thank you so much, Leader Lele. Yes, as you say, a body scanner, they can do that body scanner. And then GI Vital actually deals with the gastrointestinal framework that we have. All right. Thank you for the powerful questions and participation. If I just have to run this in these seconds that are left, there are 9 points here. I'm now talking to the compensation plan for those that will say, man, I want to do what you are doing. Actually, today, when I woke up, my SMS was like, voila, you have received whatever amount bonus. And I was like, woza Noland, woza. And, so if you want to just be surprised, like I got surprised this morning, man, this is the way to go. Here is 9 points that have just propelled us to be part of Noland over and above the vision, the values and so on. Those are very critical as well. But you also need to get down and look at the business plan and see how the business plan is structured so that you can be able to understand it and feel that you can do this the way that the business plan is laid out. So I'm just going to run it quickly. If you want to hear more, we can invite you tomorrow. We have the business opportunity meeting, which is run by Uganda leaders. So please let us know. We'll just share with you the link so that you can participate. So they are strictly on business opportunity. If you really want to understand the ins and outs of this business. So here we're running out of time already. But what's important here is that you get one-time lifetime international partnership with Noland. Oh, sorry. And you get an opportunity to own shares in the company. And Noland, it's in the fast-moving daily consumable goods, the FSCMG. They're in the FSCMG sector. And they use, or their products are all about preventative and curative health products. And here we don't have monthly targets. So nobody says you need to have 100 PVs this month. When we start the next month, you start from zero, you start again getting 100. If you don't get that 100, you get the money you don't want, that kind of a thing. So here your points are accumulating. So you grow with the business basically. So and here we have the weekly and the monthly earnings. Like I said, even for me this morning, my bank sent me a message to let me know that Noland has put some money in my bank account, and I got so excited. And again, you are presenting yourself to accumulate points, to earn cars, houses, like we've mentioned already, weekly, monthly earnings trips, and also there are rankings here to motivate people to work even harder. Now, when we talk about cars and houses, you make a choice. Life has choices. How do I want to have my own house? Do I want to go to the bank and pay for the house for 30 years? Or do I want to work maybe for 2 years, qualify for the house, and have my house? Same with the car. Would you want to pay for 5 years? or you want to just share this information or about Nolan so hard that you qualify for the car, and voila, you are done. And the other thing, there is no SSD, meaning that when you introduce a person, you will forever be given some percentage from their work. Remember that network marketing, it's all about scaling. Because if I do the work and you do the work and somebody does the work, so we are all doing one type of work. So you duplicate yourself. So that is why it's how can I put this? It's helpful to be in a business that is scalable, because when you are sick, it's not like the business is closed as such, because you can still benefit from the work that you already accomplished. So how do we start here? You can start with 62,000 Rand, buy products that come straight to you, and then also buy 150 starter pack, which is the material, learning material about the company that you need to take home with, or you can get to 30,800 Rand and plus 150 starter pack. Or if you don't have that money or that much, you can start with 15,400 Rand, or you can start at 7,700, or you can start at 3,850 and pay your 150 starter pack, which the total will be 4,000, and then walk your way through from senior level to diamond level. So as you see here, you started with less money, so you need to accumulate your points from 128 points. These are point value. Each product has a point value or a credit. So when you bought products worth 3.8, then you'll have accumulated 128, or probably, let me put it this way, you just need to accumulate 128 points value. So it's gonna depend on how much the cost will be, but it must be 128 PVs. And then from there, you accumulate, you move from 128, you come to 256, now you are a bronze. 560, now you are a silver. 1.1, now you are a gold, and 2.2, you are a diamond. So that's how it works. So at 3.8, I think it gives all of us the opportunity to start. We can all start. We can all just participate. Remember, it's all about sharing helpful information. In each and every home, I'm sure there's somebody who has some respiratory ailment of some sort. So we have this Buckthorne product that you can already share and help people. Now, the last slide that I want to go straight to, it's on my P21. Here is something that people need to be aware of. When you start from the date of sign up, if you qualify, for instance, as a silver medal, within 5 months, then you will be, you get a benefit of international trip. If you join today and then you are able to work yourself up to a silver medal within 5 months, then you qualify for international trip. And then if in a year's time, you are now a silver diamond, then that's how you qualify for a car. Gold diamond, it will take you 18 months. Then within 18 months, you get 180,000. And if more than 18 months, you'll get 90,000 Rand. So all these are benefits. They tell us, actually, when you read this through, they tell us that speed, it's important to work with speed so that you can meet these timelines. Actually, you can actually join and look at this and focus here, and then collect all these benefits that are here for people to collect. So very important, very interesting offer that Noland is giving us. So because we have already run out of time, I really would like you to speak to a person who invited here. If you want to know more, they will explain it further, or you can ask for a link and join tomorrow, Saturday evening at 8 p.m., where they are specifically dealing with the business opportunity, and you learn so much out of it as well. Okay, so let me just check if there are any questions, um anything shared. Coach Noma said, thank you so much. And then Mapielo, appreciate the information so much. Thank you, leadership. All right. Yes, so I don't know if anyone wants to say anything, but thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen, for coming through once again. And we really appreciate as we come through to come and listen at these presentations. That's how we learn. And that is one of the pointers or part of the vision of Noland is for people to continuously learn something each and every day. So maybe in the absence of questions, I really would like to thank you so much. And thank you, Leader Lele, for a wonderful presentation, and thank Meg Gwen as well in her absence. Whilst I'm still kind of like waiting, if there's anyone who wants to say something before we close, you can raise your hand and say something, or you can drop anything in the chat. Yeah, so that is what we do when we talk about health talks. We provide this information. The expectation is that you get your what is this? Your pen and your paper, and you always write. Okay, PV point value, $1 equals to 18 rand. Okay, do you want to elaborate that, Leader Nhlanhla? Do you want to share it so that we can all understand it nicely? Then Coach Noma says, thank you so much. Wonderful presentation. Okay, thank you so much, Coach Noma. You can just explain that nicely, Leader Nhlanhla.
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening, my
No, I was just adding, like simplifying PV, its point value that we use at Noland. 1 PV is equal to $1 Noland. Since Noland is our international company, so they use dollar. So 1 PV is equal to $1, which is equal to 18 rand. That's all I was just saying, my leader.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you so much, Leader Nhlanhla. Okay, much appreciated for that. All right, thank you so much. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. Have a wonderful long weekend here in South Africa. It's a long weekend. Have a good night. Let's meet again next week, same time, same place, same link. And all the best to you and good night.
Good night, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you.
Good night, everyone.
Good night. Goodbye.